G'day Spurs fans, it's Paul the Hotspur Hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. I hope you're all well today. Now I'm going to offload a conspiracy theory on you, which I haven't heard anyone say yet, and I think there might be a grain of truth in this, but you be the judge. Well, actually you can take your judgment and bugger off, I don't care. It's just a thought I had. Now there's all sorts of furore and controversy over the new Nike England kit, and I get some of it. I do get some of it. For me, two major problems would be the price, which I think is just putting more burden onto fans, and maybe that will link into what I'm going to talk about a little bit later in this video. The other thing I really hate is the fact that the away kit is now purple when it should be red. It should be red, shouldn't it? I know people don't like change. I don't like change. I'm just used to a white home kit and a red away kit. I think purple is just, it's a bit, isn't it? I mean, we're no stranger to this at Tottenham Hotspur. We've gone from the easy peasy days where the home kit was white, the away kit was navy blue, and the third kit was yellow, sometimes sky blue. Now we've gone to the year 2024. It's been happening for a few years where our home kit is blue, our home kit is white, our away kit is navy blue, and our third kit is, I don't know what the fuck, in fabric form every year. It's just some sort of experimental lab that hatches out weird shirts. No identity, no consistency, no nothing. So, you know, that's where I stand on colours of football kits. I like them to be kept simple. But the major flappery out there is over the St George Cross, the depiction of the St George Cross. Now, I'm not really a big patriot in as far as, you know, symbols and things like that go. But that's just me, and I get it. I get it, especially when I hear old footballers talk about it, how it's one of the proudest moments they can have in their careers to put on an England shirt. Now the England shirt doesn't always have the English flag on it, because the main recognisable symbol of an England shirt is the three lions. Now, but Nike has a problem here, don't they? Because they want to flog shirts, but they also want to extract the highest monetary value out of their products. And they can't make any extra money from flogging the Three Lions logo, because that trademark is owned by the FA. You can't make any monetary value out of the St George Cross, because there's an international agreement, I think it's done in Paris, that most countries in the world have signed up to regarding trademarks and intellectual property, is that you can't trademark something that's got a country's flag in it. So my conspiracy theory is quite simple. I think that some marketing genius at Nike, after talking to other marketing geniuses at Nike, realised that if England do have success in this Euros, well, I think there's going to be a lot of national fever around the country, you know, and that's for a better reason than most reasons you can have national, fever. When a representative team wins something, that's awesome. It's awesome. Every country that goes through something like that is a great old time, great old party. Gives everyone a lift that lives there. But if that happens in England, you're going to get a load of merch being sold with the St George Cross on it, possibly, aren't you? Which no one can make any money out of apart from the person flogging it. So I reckon this marketing guru at Nike came up with the bright idea: if England win the Euro 24 trophy, we can't have this being associated with this, because there's no quid in it for us. So what we'll do is we'll come up with this. And hopefully people will recognise it as some sort of pseudo symbol of the England football team. But unlike the St George Cross, which kind of belongs to everyone, I guess you could sort of say in a way, because anyone can use it, we own it, we own it, we own it. So anything like mugs, t-shirts, key rings, I don't know, whatever you want, anything you can stick a logo on. If anyone tries to use this, then Nike can come along and say, ha 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 ha, trademark infringement, cease and desist. And if they do make a lot of money out of it, then lawsuits, money, blah, blah, blah. Because when you look at it from Nike's point of view, which I hate doing, I'm just thinking this is their point of view, I think it's wrong. They've gone to this thing, they've put a kit together. Every inch of this thing is real estate for Nike to make money. Everything, every flourish, every chevron, every cut of the collar, everything comes from Nike, and they want to get as much money from that back as possible. And so if you're wasting space with a St George flag, you're not getting any money for it. But if you come up with something that's a cross, it's a multicolored cross. I tried looking at a trademark database this morning, but Nike have got thousands and thousands and thousands of trademarks. But I would guarantee that if they have trademarked it, which I'll be bloody surprised if they haven't, it would not make any reference to the St George Cross in the description. It'd just be a description of, it's a cross, it's, these CMY colours or Pantone colours. It's just a cross. It's not representative of England or St George or anything like that. But we bloody own it. It's bloody ours. It's ours. So all you knockoff merchants selling mugs, t-shirts, keychains, if you've got our shit on it, you've got to give us money. Of course, I think it was a little bit of a misjudgment by the marketing panel, because I think this wild and crazy. Now hear me out, folks. Hear me out, folks. I don't think they thought it would meet with such gnashing and wailing of teeth, or you gnash your teeth and you wail. Look, there's a lot of other people saying a lot of other things out there that this is all part of woke and political correctness and all that. And I really don't think that has got anything at all to do with it. I think when it comes to sport, for all I bag the human race, we can sort of, look past our differences and our different histories when it comes to football matches. I've seen it time and time again, where it doesn't matter what country's playing, even if they're a bit on the nose, historically or whatever, or currently. When you see their fans cheering their goals, if they're the underdog, the rest of the world kind of gets behind them, doesn't it? So I think in terms of sport, I don't think the St George flag really ruffles any feathers. It might ruffle some feathers here, but I don't think that's the case. And I'm as like woke as you can get. I'm not a lefty, because left and right is all stupid, but I love all that. I love all political. I love it. I think it's fantastic. But I don't think that has got anything to do with the new design of the St George Cross. I don't think it's to do with being ashamed of it, or it's been hijacked by certain groups in England. I don't think it's got anything to do with that, because football fans use it all the time. I think it's purely 100% to do with money, and that's it. But like I say, misjudgment, because it's ruffled people's feathers. It's got everyone arguing about it. And I don't think it's the attention that really Nike were quite anticipating towards it. Completely backfired. People have completely misread it, I think. They've come to the same conclusion, that it's arse, but for very, very different reasons. So my big problem with it is it's just another super hyper capitalist money grab from us. And that's what I take a grievance to it. A stupid little logo that Stuart Pearce on TalkSport said could be a car company, could be anything. So what's it doing on the shirt? If you don't have a St George cross flag on the shirt, that's all right too, because the 3 lions, that's the thing that it all boils down to. Anyway, that's my conspiracy theory. It's nothing to do with cancel culture. It's just Nike trying to rip people off and hijack the Euros and plant and brand their own logo into your heads when it gets associated with success despite Gareth Southgate. That's what they're trying to do. They don't give a bollocks about political correctness. It's all about the money. Anyway, peace and love, man. Peace and love. Come on, you Spurs.